Hello! Back again with another selection of 35 true or false questions. Ready for you to get 18 correct answers without even trying. Let's begin. Question 1. The Apostle Paul preached in the city of Athens. Is that true or false? And that is true. Question 2. The book of Nahum is a prophecy against Nineveh. True or false? And that is also true. Question 3. The Ark of the Covenant was lost during the Babylonian exile. True or false? And that is false. It's not mentioned in the Bible what happened to the Ark after the Babylonian exile. Question 4. Gamaliel was a Pharisee and a member of the Sanhedrin. True or false? And that is true. Question 5. The phrase, the patience of Job, is found in the book of Psalms. And although it's a phrase, it's not found in the book of Psalms, so that's false. It's found in the book of James. Question 6. The Apostle Philip was one of the 12 disciples. And that is true. Question 7. Malachi is the last book in the Old Testament. And that is also true. Question 8. Zebedee was a tax collector before following Jesus. And that's false, but Zacchaeus was a tax collector. Question 9. The prophet Micah was born in the town of Moresheth. And that's true. Question 10. Zechariah, John the Baptist's father, belonged to the priestly division of Gamul. And that's false. He belonged to the division of Abijah. Question 11. The book of Joel contains a prophecy about the pouring out of the Holy Spirit. And that's true. And if you want to listen to the book of Joel, head over to my other channel, King James Retold, where you'll find every chapter. The link is in the description below. Question 12. Naaman was healed of leprosy by washing in the Sea of Galilee. And that's false. He was healed in the River Jordan. Question 13. The Apostle Barnabas was a Levite. And yes he was. Question 14. The phrase, the apple of his eye, is found in the book of Genesis. And that's false. If you want to find that, head over to the book of Deuteronomy and Psalms. Question 15. Bathsheba was originally married to Uriah the Hittite. And that is true. Question 16. The prophet Zechariah had a vision of 4 horsemen. And that's true. The four horsemen not just limited to Revelation. Question 17. The Apostle Paul wrote the Romans epistle whilst under house arrest in Rome. And Paul did suffer house arrest, but he wrote the letter to the Romans whilst he was at Corinth. Question 18. The book of Haggai contains a call to rebuild the temple. And that is true. Question 19. The Apostle John was one of the sons of thunder. And yes, he was. Question 20. The phrase, "The Lord is my shepherd," is found in the book of Genesis. And that's false. You'll find it in the book of Psalms, most notably in Psalm 23. Question 21. The Apostle Paul was stoned in Lystra. And yes, that's true. He was stoned, but not to death. Question 22. The Old Testament prophet Ezekiel had a vision of a valley of dry bones. And that's true. Question 23. The Apostle Paul raised Dorcas from the dead. And that's false. It was Peter who raised Dorcas from the dead. Question 24. Bezalel was the chief architect of Solomon's temple. True or false? That is false. Question 25. Paul wrote the epistle to the Ephesians while in prison. And that one's true. Question 26. The book of Lamentations was written by the prophet Isaiah. False. It was written by Jeremiah. Question 27. The New Testament book of Philemon is a letter written to a slave owner. And that is true. Question 28. Jezebel was the daughter of King Ahab. That's false. She was the wife of King Ahab. Question 29. The book of 1 Peter in the New Testament was written to the Apostle Peter. And that's false. It was written by him. Question 30. Paul was a Pharisee before his conversion to Christianity. And that's true. Question 31. The prophet Jonah was angry when God spared the city of Shechem. And that's false. Jonah was miffed when Nineveh was spared. Question 32. Job lived in the land of Uz. And that's true. Question 33. The prophet Elijah was taken up to heaven in a chariot of fire. And that's false. He went up in a whirlwind. Question 34. The book of 2 Chronicles in the Old Testament begins with the reign of King David. And that's false. It begins with the reign of King Solomon. And question 35. Rahab helped the Israelite spies in the city of Jericho. And that is true. So maybe a few tricky questions, but I think you'll have done pretty well. So, until next time, keep watching, keep listening, keep reading, keep studying. Goodbye, and God bless.